Yeah, this is a tough one. Oh wow, I juggled him out of existence. That was awesome. Alright. Good morning, everybody. It is I, Mr. Mega Game Nerd, and today is Wednesday, so that means we have another episode of Sly Cooper. And before I start this next episode, I just wanted to say, again, I apologize for not having a game pickups for January. A lot was happening that month, and I just didn't have the time or even the cash to get any games, but I will tell you this now. I definitely made up for it. I got a good 15, 16 games right now, and I'll probably get more before the end of the year. Not end of the year, before the end of February, so yeah, that's something I'm definitely gonna have to you're definitely gonna look forward to at the end of the month. Or the beginning of beginning of March. But it's time for episode 7. Menace in the North. You can't say crap in the comments, it's called
Things
that.
just weren't right up in Canada. Random acts of violence were popping up like weeds, and the Northern Lights,
Damn.
well, they just weren't right. One night they'd be brighter than ever, and the next, gone.
I would like to see the Northern Lights one day.
In Nunavut Bay, I overheard talk between Jean Bison and his mysterious partner Arpeggio. Somehow, those two are behind it all. Tracking the source of the disturbance was easy. By simply following the lights, we were led north to an immense lumber camp. The sheer number of fallen trees advertised Jean Bison's presence and that he was in possession of the Clockwork talons. The Thieves Raccoonus makes numerous references to the talons slicing through plates of steel. A skilled lumberjack like Bison could clear a forest in hours while wielding the artifacts.
Those things would be sick to wield as a weapon, too.
Those talons have got to go. Both to finally do away with Clockwork and to save the environment from his twisted sense of progress. The world just doesn't need to make space for another strip mall.
Mind you, he's doing this in the Canadian wilderness, so that's kind of messed up. Alright, as per usual, when we start a new episode, we can only play as Sly. But let's see what new gadgets we have available. The reduction bomb. Now I can shrink multiple enemies at once. Guttural roar, which is also pretty cool. Beef reflexes. Now I can slow down time whenever I want. Oh, there we go. I was like, no, I have to choose. I ain't choosing. That's what happens when we collect stuff, everybody.
Okay, so here's what we know. 1, Arpeggio's blip is on its way to pick up a battery from Jean Bison. And 2, the only way we'll get a crack at Arpeggio's Clockwork brain is by finding a way to sneak aboard his blip.
But before we do that, we'll need to snag the Clockwork talons off Jean Bison. Time is short and we've got a lot to accomplish.
True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any of my maps. I need you to poke around and take some recon photos. They'll help to get my sensors oriented.
No problem. Recon photos I got covered.
In anticipation of the icy climate, I took the liberty of modifying your cane. It can now separate into 2 smaller canes, useful for ice climbing. Try ascending to the top of that sheet of ice. Just jump and hit the circle button to dig in.
Okay. Thanks, Bentley. You took my ancient family heirloom and modified it without my permission. I'm not mad. I actually very much appreciate it because the upgrade he does give it is very cool. Okay. We're still in, like, you know, Canada, so I was trying to make sure there wasn't a bear underneath me. But yeah, look at this. Sly now has, like, dual little cane batons. Or hook canes?
See my cane upgrade performs so well in the field. Now scout the area. I could really use the reconnaissance.
Guys, tell me in the comments, what would you call the split cane weapon? I'm trying to think of that now. Because it's literally just the Cooper cane. It's just too many Cooper canes. What would you call that? Ooh. I guess dual hook canes? But then it's not a cane anymore because of how tiny it is. Yeah, this is a tough one. Oh wow, I juggled him out of existence. That was awesome. Alright. Enough messing around. Let's get Bentley's recon photos. Honestly, this is the one level where I have the most fun collecting bottles in. Just because... if he... I don't know. I think I like exploring this hub world the most. All the Sly hub worlds have something about it that I enjoy, slash maybe kind of despise. This one is the only one where I don't really despise anything. Like, as much as I like episode 6's world, you do have to deal with those trains. Here you don't have to deal with it. The worst thing, they basically replaced the train with just more eagles. Oh, there's the one bear. Alright, I'm sorry. I saw that bottle and I had to go for it. But now let's actually take some pictures. Ooh. Dang it. I tried to be slick. I will give my health back. But I was trying to get up here. One, because I wanted this bottle. And two, I wanted a high vantage point. Okay. Oh yeah, one of them is the bear over here. Topaz? Yep. I'm not even going for that, one particular trophy.
Right. Interesting. He's putting out a slight radio signature.
Okay, yeah, I'll loop around the long way. That makes the most sense. I'm just gonna... yoink. What the heck is it? Oh, you know what? I was always wondering what the heck that noise was. And I only now realize that it has to be the eagles screeching. But everybody, I need your names for Sly's new hook upgrade. Right now, the only name I can think of is dual hook canes. Right here is perfect. There we go.
Those saw blades look particularly old. I guess this logging camp has been around for a while.
Jean Bison's house. Yeah.
Jean Bison's house. The lair of the beast. The den of evil. The epicenter of ecological destruction.
No, I brought this up before that in episode 6, we were only in the location where his trains were constantly running and stopping. And that we weren't actually in, like, his home or anything. Now we're actually in his home. It's the same thing with Jean. Like, we were just in a palace that he ran for parties and stuff. And once we took the Clockwork wings from him, he had to retreat to his main base where he ran his spice operation. I thought I heard a bottle over here. Oh, I do hear a bottle. I just don't see it. Actually, hold on. Yeah, for some reason, this ice wall as you can see, it's obviously climbable with my little dual hook cane. But the game... Oh, this is what I heard. But for some reason, the game doesn't, you know, add the texture that shows you that it's climbable. Which is so weird. There's like a very faint one that you can see that lets you know that, hey, you can touch this. Or hey, that you can climb this. But otherwise, you would have no idea. Alright. I guess I should probably show off thief reflexes. But essentially, it's the slow down time move from Sly 1. Only now that since I have a gadget meter. Thank you. I was trying to get my meter to full. But no, now that I have a gadget meter, you know, it's a lot more costly to use now.
Fascinating. My sensors detect a Wi-Fi link to that boat. It must be piloted by computer. Okay, that should do it. Now for the real point of interest. Head for that lighthouse and try to find a way to sneak in.
Yeah, you have to be careful around some of the outhouses because there are actually dudes in there. And if you run by them, they will pop out and fight you. I want to get to higher ground, but I don't. Here we go. Because I heard that... Yeah, I can get up there from there, but... I heard these bottles rattling, and it was going to drive me nuts if I didn't collect it. Gotcha, you little bastard. It's going to drive me nuts. Alright, let me go get the other one, and then we will head to the tower. Wait for it. Man, that took a while. I wasn't sure if there was one here, but now I do see one behind the outhouse. You'll know if there's somebody in the outhouses because the orange rings alarm Sly when he's in stealth mode will activate. Like Sly will suddenly get a spider sense letting him know that there's somebody in there, I guess. And when you think about it, that is kind of what the rings around the icon look like. Except when the rings around Peter's head occur, they're usually white, not orange. Deuces. Time for photo mode again.
That's the battery charger, but where's the battery arpeggios coming to pick up?
We've actually already seen the battery in this part, you just didn't know it. Alright, this thing is the most annoying to take a picture of because it goes by so fast. Wait for it. Dang it. I'm gonna get it like this, watch. Ha!
Looking at that spinner makes me dizzy.
Told ya. Man, wait a minute. Okay, I have to assume he already keeps guards in here. Because otherwise, why would he purposely keep the door barred with a chair? If he's already in here, they're just locking themselves in here. And if he's the only person in here,
The entrance is barred.
how does he lock it? How does he lock it when he leaves?
Jean Bison.
I have so many questions. I know that there are guards in here. I'm just messing around. It's just, what's the point? What the?
Oh, Sly, listen in. He's mumbling to himself.
Come on, Jean. You got it in you. Those lumberjack games need some more competition, eh? What would attract the participants? Bullseye! I'll post the Clockwork talons as a trophy. That should bring in the competition. Although, who am I kidding, eh? I'm gonna win just like every other year. Oh, it's tough being this tough. It sure is, yeah.
safe house. We need to talk about these lumberjack games. Well, guys, Jean Bison has unknowingly thrown down the gauntlet. With the Clockwork talons as a trophy, we'd be fools not to participate in his lumberjack games. Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guide was frozen in a wall of ice not far from our position. Sly, you're in charge of acquiring the book. I'm sure it will prove invaluable. Now, we're all aware that Arpeggio's blimp is coming to pick up another battery. To sneak aboard without incident, I'd recommend we pull a Trojan horse and stow away inside the battery.
I love this plan.
However, the location of the device is still a mystery. We need some inside information. So, working together, you two will infiltrate the Moose Guard's secret RC combat club. Those guys all work in the lighthouse. If you win the battle, I'm sure they'll talk. Despite his antique mind, Jean Bison's no fool. To keep tabs on him, we'll need to bug his house, steal the radio tags off local bears, and then jerry-rig them into a sensor
Yes,
array.
we're fucking with bears
It's a
again.
challenging set of tasks, and that blimp's on its way. Let's get to work.
As if stealing bear cubs wasn't dangerous enough, now we are gonna go into a bear cave and steal radios from bears. Bentley, are you insane? But this also goes to show you that how much confidence he's gained to the point where he's like, yeah, steal some radio tags from bears, Sly. That's exactly what I need you to do. But why won't you do it? Well, my sleep darts aren't powerful enough to, you know, knock them out. Can you just make more powerful darts, Bentley? Shut up, Sly. This is your mission. I said so. Oh man. Actually, no. I think I'm done for the day because I don't want to actually do any missions because, you know. Honestly, I feel like I could do all three in one video if I don't screw up at all. Because Bear Cave Buggin', that's probably my favorite one. But that one's only difficult at the very, very end when you're leaving the cave. But otherwise, that's actually a very easy mission. But yeah, I think I'm going to stop here, guys. As always, I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you guys for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next week with another episode of Sly Cooper. Peace.